Hello everyone, Vaporteer here. I bet you weren't expecting me to make another video so soon, but I just felt like now would be a good time to talk about the 5th season of Total Drama All-Stars. For the United States, the first episode airs in 13 days, so that's pretty exciting. This will be the first season where USA has it first. It has aired first. I believe the first 2 seasons, Canada got it first. The third season, Australia had it first, and then for Total Drama Revenge of the Island, it seemed like everyone except the USA, everyone got it before the USA, but it started with France. So yeah, it's about time. So yeah, so let's look at the cast first. The villains, I have no complaints. We got Alejandro, Courtney, Duncan, Heather, Joe, Lightning, and Scott as the villains. That's about as villainous as you can get. Even though, I don't really see Duncan as a bad guy, and post-TDA Heather didn't really count as a bad guy for me. And the only person that could probably crack that 7, the only 2 people, are probably Blaineley and Justin. However, since Blaineley was only in the cast since Jeff wanted her away from the Aftermath, and Justin kind of turned into a wuss after Courtney showed up in TDA, I'm not shocked that they didn't make the cut. And the heroes side was always going to leave us guessing because there's more than 7 fitting heroes that they could have picked. We got Cameron, Mike, Zoe, Gwen, Sierra, Sam, and Lindsay. I'm definitely okay with Cameron, Mike, Zoe, Lindsay, and Sierra as heroes. Those make sense. Gwen is an interesting choice because she's probably one of the characters that's as close to being a hero and a villain as you can get. She isn't evil, but she's had a bit of attitude problems, and she's ended up in a bunch of drama. Most of it, probably she didn't want to be in it, but there's the failed relationship with Trent, all the TDA drama she was involved with, and of course kissing Duncan behind Courtney's back. As much as I hate Courtney, that was kind of harsh. But it was both Gwen and Duncan's fault. Not just Gwen, not just Duncan. And then there's Sam. Sam would definitely be a hero, definitely not a villain. And he's a decent player that I guess could use the screen time. But, I felt Cody, DJ, Owen, Harold, Brick, or B would be a more fitting choice. So yeah, 6 alternatives that I think probably would have made more sense than Sam. However, Owen and Harold already got far once. TJ's been in 3 seasons already. Cody, I guess it's good that Cody's not around to see how Sierra develops. And then, Brick and B also Brick got 1 episode farther than Sam, and then B didn't get that far either. So I guess it's okay if Sam's around. And yeah, I know Courtney actually goes to the heroes team and Gwen goes to the villains team, presumably because of the relationship between Gwen and Duncan. I guess Gwen learned from TDA that she just can't compete against her boyfriend. But yeah, as much as Courtney being a hero makes no sense to me, I like this better because Gwen, Duncan, Heather, and Alejandro are going to be on the same team, so sparks are definitely going to fly. And Courtney being against Duncan, Gwen, and Heather should be good too. And I also wonder if Courtney and Heather will have feelings for Alejandro, and if Alejandro will have feelings for either of them. And since this is heroes versus villains, I'm expecting the villains to win a couple challenges at first, and the heroes lose some early players. But heroes win some more challenges closer to the merge. And the teams will merge probably between final 7 or 8, I think. Maybe 9, maybe 6, probably 7 or 8. And it will either be even heroes and villains, or the difference will be 1. And either way, I don't expect the heroes to band together and vote off the villains, or vice versa come to the merge. It's still a drama. It never works out the way it would work like in Survivor. They're always going to keep us guessing. And each season has been a bit more one-sided. In Total Drama Island, the two teams were evenly matched. 7 wins for the Gophers, 5 wins for the Bass. TDA, it's been even most of the time. However, the killer grips needed, like Easy to return, Courtney to show up, DJ to quit, Gwen to throw a challenge in order to be a team still. Otherwise, they would have been even more crushed. And then in Total Drama World Tour, Team Victory got completely wiped out, and Chris lost. Team Chris is really hot. Lost 4 out of 5 challenges since Team Amazon, and Team Chris were the only 2 teams left. And then in Total Drama Vinci Island, the Rats won 2 challenges, the Maggots won 6 challenges. So I'm hoping this season will be a bit more evenly matched. And let's see, Alejandro, he might be the first villain voted off because he is in a robot, or he might get pretty far again. I think Cameron could get pretty far because he's a pretty good player. I guess he'll get along with most people, and he's dealt with villains before. And if any past winner / finalist wins, I hope Cameron wins in the United States. I feel like Courtney and maybe Lindsay, maybe Sierra. Mostly Courtney will be the key source of drama between the heroes. So realistically, Courtney would be voted off first, but I feel like the writers are going to keep Courtney in just to prevent the heroes from being one big happy family. I think Duncan might be going early, but he's made 3 Final 5 appearances already. It's about his time to leave early, but you never know. I don't see Gwen in the Final 7. And I think she'll be tangled in drama. It'll be hard for her to win. I see Heather making the merge. She's not as mean as she once was, and there's reason to keep her as opposed to almost any other person on the villains. I think Jo will either be one of the first 5 out, or probably in the top 4. I don't see Lightning getting to the Final 5. However, he could surprise us. A lot of people expected Lightning to be gone at the Final 4, at the Final 3, and then for Cameron to beat him in the finale. But Lightning shocked us Americans when he beat Cameron. I think everyone else was expecting Cameron to win, just like everywhere else. And then Lindsay, with the Cameron-Mike-Zoey friendship and Courtney not liking her, it'll be tough for Lindsay to get far on her team. But hopefully she'll last at least a couple eliminations. I'm hoping Mike gets far. If they want another male winner, it's gotta be Mike. But hopefully a girl wins. Sam, being the All-Stars he's the All-Star with the least impressive Total Drama record, the only one to never make it to the Final 6. He's the most vulnerable to be eliminated early, especially since he has the least amount of strong connections with any other players. But it could be like Justin in Total Drama Action or Cody in Total Drama World Tour, who didn't do well in their first season, but then did really well in the next one. I think Scott can easily be one of the bigger villains of the season and can make it pretty far. I definitely don't see him as one of the first 5 or 6 eliminated. For Sierra, I think Sierra's one of the favorites to win. She or Zoe would make a good first, potentially worldwide female winner. And she's been on less seasons than Lindsay, Gwen, Courtney, or Heather. At least they have that reasoning to make Sierra get far. I might be totally wrong, but I think Zoe will win. She'll be in good position for the team stage of the game, and come the merge, it's totally realistic for Zoe to dodge some bullets and get far. Hopefully we'll see Commando Zoe again, and I think I'd be rooting for Zoe if I had to pick anyone. So, I guess this would be my predictions. 14th Sam, 13th Sierra, 12th Lindsay, 11th Jo, 10th Lightning, 9th Duncan, then the merge, 8th Gwen, 7th Cameron, 6th Alejandro, 5th Mike, 4th Heather, 3rd Scott, 2nd Courtney, 1st Zoe. Imagine that finale. Courtney thinking this could finally be her season, and there's no way she'll lose to Zoe, but Zoe steps up and takes her down. And that could be a very good season. However, it'll be interesting to see what happens after episode 13, like who they put in the new cast. But anyway, as for this half of Total Drama All-Stars, with these 14 players, I'm sure we'll be in for a good season. I look forward to watching. I hope please comment with your opinions about what I had to say about Total Drama All-Stars. I'd love to see what you guys have to say in response to what I said. Thank you guys. I'll see you some other time.